Number 2. If x is the least common multiple of 4, 5, 9, and 12, and y is the greatest common factor of 60, 120, 42, and 36, what is the value of x divided by y? So we need to find the least common multiple of 4, 5, 9, and 12. So I'm going to write those as prime numbers. 2 times 2, just 5, 3 times 3, 3 times 2 times 2. So the least common multiple is 2 times 2 times 5 times 3 times 3. We've already used the 3's and the 2's. If you multiply those together, you're going to get 4 and 9. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 9 is 180. So the least common multiple is 180, and that is x. We're supposed to find the greatest common factor of 60, 120, 42, and 36. 60 would break down to 2 times 3 times 2 times 5. 120 is going to break down to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. 42 is 2 times 3 times 7. And 36 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So to find the GCF, we find the numbers that occur in all of these. 2 occurs in all, one time. 3 occurs in all of these, one time. So the GCF is a 6, 2 times 3. Nothing else occurs in all 3 of them. We're supposed to find the value of x, y. So x is 180, y is 6. If you divide those, you get 30, which is answer B. Question 3. SpongeBob must divide 72 Krabby Patties and 64 coral rings into day-old bags. Each bag will contain both Krabby Patties and coral rings. If SpongeBob wants to create the greatest possible number of identical bags so that no items are left over, how many Krabby Patties and coral rings must be in each bag? This is asking for the greatest common factor of 72 and 64. That's what it's asking for. And once we find that, then we'll know how many are going to be in each bag. So 72 and 64, 72 breaks down to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. 64 breaks down to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So the GCF, 2, 2, 2, which is 8. That 8 represents the number of bags. Does that answer the question? No. How many Krabby Patties and coral rings are going to be in each bag? So there are 8 bags. So we take the number of Krabby Patties and divide it by 8. We're going to get 9 Krabby Patties. We take the number of coral rings, which is 64, and divide it by 8, because we're putting them into 8 equal bags. That's going to give us 8 coral rings. That is answer D. Make sense? Wonderful. Kimmy goes to the store to buy hot dogs and buns for a cookout. Hot dogs come in packages of 8, and the buns come in packages of 6. What is the smallest number of packages she must buy in order to avoid leftovers. This is looking for the least common multiple. Okay, so if we take 8 and break it into prime numbers, 2 times 2 times 2, take 6, it's 2 times 3. So the least common multiple is going to be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, which is 24. So that means she needs 24 total hot dogs, 24 total buns. So if you got 24 total, and hot dogs come 8 in a bag, that means we need 3 packages of hot dogs. And then if we got 24 total buns, and they come in 6 packs, that's going to be 4 packs of buns. So 3 hot dogs, 4 buns, that is answer C. Number 5. If x is divisible by 3, so 3 is a factor of x, and y is an even number, then x cubed and y squared must be divisible by which of the following? So here's what I would do for this. This is called choosing your own numbers. This is a method that actually works for some of these problems. I would pick the smallest number divisible by 3, such as 3. I would pick the smallest even number, which is 2. I would then plug them in to x cubed y squared. Whatever answer you get, that's going to be the smallest number possible, which means that if we're using the smallest numbers in this, and our answer is the smallest number that can be divisible by it, it means that that's going to be the correct answer. So 3 cubed times 2 squared, it's going to be 27 times 4, which is 108, which is answer D.